Hey everyone, how's your lives treating you? It's Eric Lima here. You're watching another episode of EML77 TV, episode 261. Now, last night, huge heartbreak come out of the Boston sports world. The Boston Bruins have officially lost to the St. Louis Blues in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final by the score of 4-1, giving St. Louis their first Stanley Cup in almost 50 years. And I got to say, St. Louis has its finally revenge after the Red Sox and Patriots made mincemeat of St. Louis. As far as the Cardinals are concerned, on the Red Sox side of things, Red Sox beating the Cardinals twice to win 2 of the 4 World Series, while the Patriots beat the then St. Louis Rams for their first Super Bowl in 2001. So the Blues got a little bit of revenge on that. And as you know, while all our teams, while the Patriots had their season ended in the Super Bowl and the Red Sox ended their last season in the World Series, we had the Celtics in the playoffs. We had the Bruins in the playoffs. Celtics got eliminated in the second round by the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Bruins lost in 7 games Stanley Cup Final to the Blues. And it got me to thinking. I could easily complain about the referees and the dirty play. Referees' non-calls and the dirty plays by the St. Louis Blues. I can complain about everything. But after the Bruins lost last night, it got me to thinking. And I thought, there are 4 main key elements for creating in my opinion, making a successful sports team. And more of the physical side. Good players, key plays, and staying healthy. Those 4 things aside, I decided, I want to go from the emotional standpoint, and that's where the Bruins and the Celtics are standing right now. You figured about it, of the 12 championships, right? I look at all the championships we've won in 18 years. 12 of the 18 years were championship years. 10 of those 12 championships were dominated by 2 teams. 6 Super Bowls for the New England Patriots and 4 World Series for the Boston Red Sox. The Celtics have won their championship in 2008, while the Bruins won the Stanley Cup 3 years later in 2011. So I figured, what made our team successful? Besides the good players, the key plays, and health-wise, staying health-wise. So I figured I have 10 emotional elements that make a successful sports team. I wrote them down because it seems like the Bruins and the Celtics lacked these this year in the playoffs to be really successful in the playoffs. I'll go down the list. All right. I'll get my little trusty pen here and knock down my eBay gift cards. Why do I do that? All right. Heart, soul, passion, motivation. Gotta have the drive. Turns into chemistry, teamwork, resiliency, persistency, consistency. All right. Let's talk about heart. Is your heart into it? Is your heart, okay, I want to help my team win the championship. I want to help my teammates win. Do you have the heart? Do you have the soul? Do you have the passion for it? Do you have the motivation? What's your motivation? You want to be a champion. All right? In order to be a champion, it's like when you come to a team that has championships and I want to win a ring for myself, don't just do it for yourself. Do it for the other teammates that don't even have a ring. All right? Also don't have a ring. All right? That leads to team chemistry. Here's the funny part about team chemistry, okay? Why would the Patriots were successful? And you know what? Why were the Patriots successful? Tom Brady is an ultimate team player. One of the things he does is he says he doesn't want a $100 million contract or many, many years. He takes pay cut after pay cut after pay cut just for the front office to use that kind of money and say, okay, we need to get this player and that player. That's one of the reasons, team chemistry. He invites people over, some of the players of his teammates over his house to play a little catch with him. He invited the Patriots' #1 pick, N'Keal Harry, trying to get to know him. Trying to tell him what's expected. Julian Edelman, same thing. And unbelievable. Tom Brady and Julian Edelman are like BFFs, for goodness sakes. That's, at least the teamwork. You got to have the teamwork. You got to, We get to know each other. And it's like a family. It's like, okay, don't, like, if someone plays, hey, don't worry about it, man. We got you back. We got you covered, Patriots had to have a motto, next man up when someone goes down with an injury. Next man up. You talk about resiliency. Resiliency. All right? The Patriots are the most resilient team ever. Let's talk about what happened with Deflategate. People want to use Deflategate as an excuse why the Patriots have been winning, or, let's use Deflategate, for instance. Suspended Tom Brady for 4 games. The league suspended Tom Brady. Patriots said, okay, we got this. Back then, they had Jimmy Garoppolo. What happened after that? All right. What happened when Tom Brady came back? The Patriots were resilient. I think they were 3-1 during that suspension, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl that year. Resiliency, the comeback, 28-3 comeback against Atlanta. Unbelievable. All right, persistency. You got to keep persistent. You got to keep pushing your teammates, man. And that's to make you say, hey, you want to win a championship? We got to do this. We can't give up. And you have to stay consistency. We got, keep going. Whatever helped you, whatever got you to the win, that got you the victory, you keep going with the same thing. If people, like I said, if teams started noticing it and they're trying to screw it up, you change it up. You try to outsmart, but also resilient. Again, back to resiliency. You rise above it. Like the Bruins, they didn't use the resiliency after getting calls going against them or non-calls going against them, or non-calls, and not only that, people claiming the Blues play dirty and all that. You gotta rise above it. You gotta rise above it and resilient. Be resilient. Said, hey, we can't give up. We got to keep going. We cannot let this get to us. We cannot let the dirty play of the Blues get to us. We cannot let the referees non-calls against us, non-calls get to us. We got to stay resilient. We got to stay tough. Again, the Patriots. Let's go to Julian Edelman got suspended for 4 games for PEDs. We ended up beating the Rams in the Super Bowl again this past year. And how about what about the Red Sox in 2004? I mean, they were down 3-0 against the New York Yankees, and their resiliency, persistency, and consistency, chemistry, teamwork, all this helped them. All this helped them come back from a 3-0 deficit to win the ALCS that year and end up breaking the curse after sweeping the Cardinals 4-0 in the World Series. I mean, you're talking about, and you talk about, chemistry, drive, motivation, all this. That's helped the Red Sox and Patriots be more successful than the Celtics and Bruins. The Celtics and Bruins, Celtics in 2008, they had all this. Plus, you got the big, Kevin Garnett. The Celtics team say, hey, we want a championship. We want to do it for him. We want to do it for the fans in Boston. Ray Allen wants to win a championship. Let's do it for KG and Ray. Paul Pierce wants to win the championship. And the rest of the Celtics team said, hey, we want to help out. We want to, that's what made the Celtics successful that year. Bruins, same thing. They want to win it for Zdeno Chara. They want to, win it for the people in Boston, right? How about 2013 World Series with the Red Sox? Boston Marathon bombing. Let's do it for Boston. Let's stay Boston strong. They did, the Patriots in 2001. Let's win it for America. Let's do it. We are the Patriots. We are Patriots. Patriot, person that believes in their country. That's a patriot. Has a passion for the country. New England Patriots. Look at this. And what happened to Celtics and Bruins? Why weren't successful with the Patriots and Red Sox? Because they lacked this. They lacked this. If they had this throughout those 18 years and saw in the Patriots and Red Sox that the Red Sox had all this, and they learned a lot from the Patriots and Red Sox, they would have more championships than just one under that belt. The Bruins would have won last night, but they left this back in St. Louis in Game 6. That's my personal opinion. You don't have this, I'm telling you right now, you're never going to be good. Your team will never be good. This, that's why the Patriots winning 6 Super Bowls, they had all this. They had all this. Red Sox, why did they win 4 World Series? Because of all this. And it's not just because of good players, key players. key plays and health-wise, it's more than that. It's more than those 4 elements I just mentioned. And believe me, you don't have this, you ain't going to win it. Bruins lacked it. The Bruins made it all the way to the Stanley Cup final, all the way to Game 7, and they ended up not using this. All right? They ended up not using this. Celtics, when they lost to the Bucks in the second round, they ended up lacking this. And that's what cost them in the end. It takes more. I'm not coming up with excuses. This is for why the Bruins did not win, why the Celtics did not advance, because this is what they lacked. That's why they were losing. And believe me, I believe in the Bruins. And I believe in the Celtics. They will make it. I'm not a big basketball or hockey fan, but I know sports. And what? If you don't have these 10 things right here, these 10 emotional elements that make a successful sports team, you're not going to succeed. Patriots Red Sox had it. They were successful because they had this. That's why. There are years and seasons that they didn't have this. They lacked it in against the Giants twice. The Patriots lacked it against the Giants twice in the Super Bowl. They lost. And they lacked it against the Eagles. The Giants and Eagles were hungry that day. They had all this. Hunger will be an honorable mention. Because if you don't have any of this, including hunger, you're not going to succeed. Had the Patriots had all this against the Giants and the Eagles in the Super Bowls, we would have had the most Super Bowls ever in NFL history with 9. But instead, we have 6, tied with Steelers. The Patriots would have been the best team in NFL history right now. The Patriots would have been the New York Yankees of the NFL. And the Celtics of the NBA. Celtics have 17 championships. The Lakers are creeping behind them by 1. If the Celtics don't start using this again, the Lakers may overtake them in that department. That's my honest opinion. This is my opinion only. Key elements. The key elements of winning right here. You want to be a successful sports team? You got to have all this. You need this. Main key. 10 main keys right here. It takes more than just good players, talented players, key plays. Exploiting your opponent's weaknesses and strengths. And also staying health-wise. It takes more than that to be a successful championship sports team. You got to have all this. All this. You don't, you lose. That's my opinion on that. And I'm also going to post this on Facebook just in case. I know certain people would be asking. So, I want more people to watch it. So, that is all the time that we have. God's life, love, and light to all of you guys out there. And I'll catch you on the flip side. And remember, pay attention. You might learn something. On the next episode, 262, I want to talk about I watched Press Your Luck and Card Sharks last night. I will be talking about what I think of the Press Your Luck and Card Sharks reboots and what my opinions are on that. And what I can get out. So, I'll see you guys later and have a wonderful day. Bye.